In 2021, a $4.3 billion promise rose over the Las Vegas Strip. Resorts World, the most expensive resort in city history, boasting tech luxury and 3,500 rooms. But in just 4 years, revenue has crashed 22%, profits have plunged 75%, and urgent questions now surround this ghost resort's collapse. What triggered Vegas's most ambitious dream to unravel so fast? On June 24, 2021, the doors of Resorts World Las Vegas swung open to a city used to spectacle, but rarely on this scale. The $4.3 billion price tag was more than a record. It was a declaration. Genting Group, a global gaming powerhouse, set out to redefine the North Strip with a property that stretched across nearly 88 acres, rising where the Stardust once stood. 3 hotel towers, Hilton, Conrad, and Crockford's, combined for 3,506 rooms, each promising a new standard of luxury. The casino floor spanned 117,000 square feet, and a 5,000-seat theater was built to lure international headliners and crowds alike. Outside, a 100,000-square-foot LED facade wrapped the building in moving light, one of the largest digital canvases anywhere in the world. From the start, the vision was clear. Technology would be the heart of the experience. Digital kiosks, mobile room keys, and cashless gaming aimed to erase the friction of old Vegas, trading lines and paperwork for seamless interaction. Marketing campaigns called it the future of hospitality, a place where AI-powered service and global flavors would draw a new generation of guests. Genting's leadership spoke of a flagship, a symbol that would anchor the North Strip and set the pace for the city's recovery after the pandemic. The anticipation was electric. For a moment, it seemed like Las Vegas had found its next great marvel, a property built not just to compete, but to lead. The stakes and the expectations had never been higher. By the spring of 2025, the numbers told a story that no amount of marketing could disguise. Resorts World's quarterly revenue fell to $166 million, a plunge of 22% from the same period the year before. The drop wasn't just a blip. It was the sharpest decline among major Las Vegas resorts. Profitability collapsed even faster. EBITDA, the key measure of operating profit, dropped from $40 million to just $10 million in a single year. That's a 75% fall, wiping out nearly all margin and putting pressure on every department. Room occupancy, once a point of pride, slipped to 80%, down from almost 88%. The average daily room rate fell by more than $30, landing at $286. For a property built to command top-tier pricing, these numbers set off alarms from the boardroom to the casino floor. Free cash flow, once counted in tens of millions, shrank to a single million by year's end. Genting's leadership faced mounting pressure as quarterly filings revealed the gap between projections and reality. Every metric pointed in the same direction. The flagship was losing ground fast. With each earnings call, the questions grew sharper. How could a $4.3 billion investment unravel so quickly? And what, if anything, could stop the slide before it became irreversible? March 2025 brought a blow that sent shockwaves through Resorts World's boardrooms and beyond. The Nevada Gaming Commission imposed a $10.5 million fine, the second largest in state history, after uncovering a breakdown in anti-money laundering controls. The heart of the scandal centered on Matthew Bowyer, a known illegal bookmaker who managed to funnel $2.5 million through the casino's VIP rooms with almost no scrutiny. Internal records revealed missed red flags, delayed suspicious activity reports, and a culture where host bonuses were tied to high roller play, not compliance. Regulators found that even as Bowyer's transactions raised alarms, compliance officers were pressured to look the other way. The settlement forced Resorts World to overhaul its practices. All anti-money laundering training records must be kept for 5 years, dedicated compliance staff hired, and regular independent audits submitted to the state. These new rules pulled staff away from guest service, slowed VIP operations, and left the property's reputation with high rollers in tatters. Summer 2024 brought a very different kind of spectacle to Resorts World's lobby. The hotel's digital check-in system, the centerpiece of its tech-forward promise, failed for nearly 3 hours. Guests arriving from all over the world found themselves trapped in a sea of luggage and confusion. Kiosks blinked error messages, mobile keys wouldn't activate, and the front desk, designed for minimal human contact, became the only lifeline. Staff, many with less than 8 months on the job, scrambled to explain the outage with little guidance. Training hours had been slashed in recent months, leaving workers unprepared to troubleshoot or calm the growing crowd. Tempers flared as lines snaked through the lobby and into the casino. Some guests abandoned check-in altogether, dragging suitcases back toward the taxi line. For a property built on the promise of seamless luxury, the outage exposed just how fragile the experience had become. The technology that was meant to set Resorts World apart now left both guests and employees stranded, turning a simple arrival into a test of patience. Late 2024 brought a spectacle that would haunt Resorts World's reputation far beyond the Strip. The MrBeast experience, pitched as a viral pop culture event, spiraled into chaos almost as soon as doors opened. Guests waited for hours in snaking lines, only to find empty food stations and staff unable to keep up. Refund demands piled up at the ticket desk, while frustration boiled over in real time. Videos of the disaster flooded TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, capturing the confusion and disappointment. Within 24 hours, millions had seen the mess unfold, with hashtags and reaction clips amplifying every misstep. The backlash was swift and overwhelming, transforming a high-profile partnership into a cautionary tale overnight. For Resorts World, the event's collapse became a symbol of deeper cracks, operational breakdowns, staffing cuts, and a management team out of sync with its own promises. In the echo chamber of social media, the damage spread faster than any official apology ever could. Wynn and Encore stand just across the street, their names synonymous with high-end service and unwavering brand loyalty. Fontainebleau, gleaming and new since its December 2023 debut, draws curiosity and crowds with every convention cycle. These giants aren't just neighbors, they're formidable rivals, each commanding higher occupancy and room rates even as overall visitation slides. According to the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, convention bookings have dipped, and citywide visitation has fallen by double digits since mid-2024. Fewer large events mean emptier midweek corridors and slower casino floors. Guests who once filled Resorts World's towers now split their stays or chase deals elsewhere. The Strip's visitor pool is shrinking, but the competition for every guest has only intensified. To keep pace, Resorts World turns to steep discounts and promotional offers, but each cut erodes the margins needed to support a $4.3 billion investment. Against this backdrop, the pressure to adapt grows sharper with every passing quarter. Genting's answer to the mounting crisis arrived in early 2025 under the banner of Resorts World 2.0. New leadership took the reins, bringing a sharper focus on compliance, profitability, and restoring guest trust. The most headline-grabbing move was the elimination of resort and parking fees for the summer, a dramatic break from Strip convention intended to lure back price-sensitive travelers. Behind the scenes, the property upgraded its management systems and set internal targets for occupancy, room rates, and guest satisfaction. The first signs of progress appeared quickly. In the second quarter of 2025, revenue climbed to $180 million, up 8% from the previous quarter. Operating profit nearly doubled to $18 million, offering a rare glimmer of hope after months of decline. Genting's statements touted the early gains as evidence that the turnaround was working, and some analysts acknowledged the improvement. Still, the numbers remained well below the $50 million in quarterly profit posted just a year earlier. For all the optimism, the recovery felt tentative, a fragile balance between cost-cutting and the promise of renewed luxury. In just 4 years, Resorts World Las Vegas went from a $4.3 billion promise to a property facing a 22% revenue drop and a 75% plunge in operating profits. Regulatory documents confirm a $10.5 million fine, the second largest in Nevada history, after anti-money laundering failures allowed $2.5 million to flow unchecked through its casino. Technology touted as the resort's future became a source of guest frustration, with outages and staff turnover documented in public reports. While Genting's Resorts World 2.0 recovery plan brought a modest 8% revenue rebound in the second quarter of 2025, occupancy and earnings remain well below Strip averages. It is still unclear whether Genting